Hello everyone. I thought I'd better check in before this mega ride we're going to be doing on Saturday, which I mean, you should know about it already. It's the 10,000 meter climbing ride for the 10,000 subscribers. Now I want to just touch base with you like for the last time prior to Saturday morning, because I've had a couple of messages from people saying what time we starting, how am I going to fuel for it, you know, and how I'm going to pace it. Oh, before I go any further, Band of Climbers, who like sponsor me, I wear their kit outdoors when I'm riding and training, they are sponsoring the event. And to quote what they say on their website, Ed is celebrating reaching 10,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel by climbing 10,000 meters of elevation on Zwift on Saturday 30th of March. You can ride with them, and if you complete the full 10,000 meters of elevation, you could win one of 5 £100 gift vouchers to spend on our website. So I'll put the link down below, but you basically have to kind of like sign up with your email address and submit your ride after Saturday, obviously. Copy and paste the ride URL from Strava, Garmin, Wahoo, whatever, into that bit there on the form. So yeah, I suppose I wonder if 5 people will. So okay, so what time are we gonna start? We're gonna start at 5 AM British time. The reason why I'm starting so early is because I fear that it's gonna take the whole day. So by starting early, it means, you know, I'm not going to be in a rush to finish before a decent time in the evening. Now I know it won't suit a lot of you by starting at 5 AM. I'm sorry. We're going to do, I think it's like, what is it, 8.5, 9.5 repetitions of Alp to Zwift. So it's going to be pretty full on. Like, I know there's some real racing on TV at the minute, so I can kind of occupy myself, but the whole thing will be live streamed for my sanity, for your sanity, if you're riding as well. And yeah, we'll be able to keep each other company. So another question I've had is how to join. It's simply going to be like 5 AM, well, just before 5 AM, log on to Zwift, ride to the bottom of the Alp. Well, it will be for me anyway, because at 5 AM I will be at the bottom of the Alp. So if you just want to log on to Zwift, and as long as you're following me, you'll be able to find me on the list of people to ride with, and you'll just be able to spawn right next to me at the bottom of the Alp for 5 AM, and we will roll out and start our first climb. We will, I was thinking about this actually, we'll change the tag at the end of our name to 10K, and it might draw some people to ask, you know, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? Are we actually doing 10,000 meters of climbing? Yes, we are. So it just remains then to talk about 2 final points: pacing and fueling. So you know, I'm not a nutritionist. I don't play well on the internet. Me personally, I'm just gonna have like a load of food around, and because we're able to descend the Alp and it'll take like 12 minutes to get to the bottom, we'll be able to get off, go into the kitchen, get food, blah blah blah. You can split the climb into 2 parts. If it's going to take us an hour to do the climb, then you just have to eat at the halfway point and then eat at the top, and then, you know, recycle that. So that would be my tip. A number of Science and Sport energy bakes in the back there. I'm gonna have some Beta Fuel on standby, which is like 80 grams of carbs per bottle, but I might split that between 2 bottles so that I'm having like 40 grams of carbs from liquid an hour rather than 80. I'm just gonna be riding this, and for me, I'll be spending a lot of time in zone 2. So, you know, a lot of you will say then arguably it's a great attempt or time to not restrict carbohydrates, but don't have to necessarily focus on them too much. You know, I'm not gonna, if I'm going to blow, you know, what sort of price am I gonna pay? I'm gonna still be able to ride zone 1, zone 2. If you're aiming to do half of the elevation, or if you're aiming to do, you know, an Everest, because this is a good time for an Everest, you know, or if you're actually aiming to do the 10,000, then I would highly recommend thinking about, you know, being prepared to eat more than you normally would. But what I would say is don't eat anything that you've never eaten before on the bike, and don't. It's kind of contradictory, but like if you've never done this before, then you can't say don't ever eat anything that you've never eaten, because you're going into unknown territory both on the bike, and you're probably going to go into unknown territory with the amount of food you're going to eat. So, you know, I can sit here and tell you not to eat too much because of, you know, stomach issues, but at the end of the day, you're still going to need the fuel. You know, I think as a general rule of thumb, you're looking at around between like 50 and like 80, 90 grams of carbs an hour. I know that's quite a wide range. If you're going to be riding like below zone 3 for the majority of it, like below tempo, you could probably get away with a little bit less and you don't have to worry about it too much. And remember, above all else, that we will have quite a long descent, 12 minutes, for you to go and visit the toilet or get more food. So, like I said, it's going to be quite a long day. You know, it's going to be like 9.5 reps at least, at the very most rather. So, yeah, bring the popcorn.